Right, hello guys, welcome to the League of Europe D2 race for round number 6 at the Spanish Grand Prix. Before we get into qualifying, we are going to take a 1 minute silence for the tragic passing of Antoine Hubert, the Formula 2 driver. So we're going to be taking a minute silence. There will be no qualifying for the first minute, and we're just going to show our respect.
Alright, welcome everyone to the Spanish Grand Prix here. I believe this is round 6, I believe, for the League of Europe's here in the Division 2. Looks like we will have B Morgan that will come out first. Right behind him will be Tegeby.
A bit
So
of a
this
smaller grid than what we're used to as well for D2 standards.
I'd say uh some some are on vacation and some are just not feeling well, unfortunately.
Yep, and it's great to see everyone paying respect and doing the minute silence, staying in the garage, and we're going to see quite a lot of black helmets as well to show
Yeah.
respect also.
And some people will throw in pink pink helmets also to copy the design of his helmet as well. So
Yep.
we'll be seeing those too. I'd say gonna be gonna be quite interesting to see how the grid is. Because we're kind of missing some of our fast paced drivers here today.
Well, there's no Raikon, and that is going to be huge joy for the likes of RJW and Campbell, as well as Caesar as well, and no Mark either. So once again, it's going to be a huge bonus for the people around him.
Uh, yeah, people are good. Yep, everyone seems excited for that. Well, prob probably so. As I say,
Go on board
I'm
with B Morgan.
yep, on board with B Morgan. We're just gonna see how he fits. As as I say, second turn two, and combine that. I believe is it turn 5 are usually the turns that would just demolish your left side tires if you're not treating them with care.
Another thing people are going to have to watch out for is track limits, because as you know, if you don't get a good run through turns 1 and 2, it really does compromise you on the long right hander of turn 3, and you might need to get out of the throttle, otherwise you are going to drift wide and off circuit.
That and if you're not if you don't hit it well enough, you're going to be losing around 200ths of a second.
Yep, and as we got B Morgan now coming through the final chicane, and that's also going to be another key area as well. The
As I say,
chicane and the bump in sector 3.
as I say, there have been some spins on the last chicane, but those were mostly for the Formula Two cars. We got a yellow sector 3, probably someone getting out of the way.
So we got B Morgan right now on
Oh
provisional
no,
pole
that's
with a
Campbell in the gravel.
19.7.
Probably lost his back end.
That is not a good start to this qualifying session for Campbell. We got B Morgan on provisional pole with a 19.7, a very good lap on those hards. Adventures in second with a 19.7 also.
You could definitely tell the difference between the Division 3 and Division 2 pacing, just by just the sheer pace of them. It's just.
I mean,
really
I'm
impressive.
a little bit. I mean, I'm expecting more out of these hard tires at the moment, just because in the D3 we did have people in the 19s on the hard tires, and there we go, J. Cole putting it down into the low 19s.
Say we might see people on probably low 18s on mediums, because say J. Cole, I didn't pay attention to that. He
J.
jumped
Cole
out
smashed
to
it.
positional pole. That was 19.3. That's a very impressive time for him.
And this is going to be tricky for Campbell right now. He's in the final sector. Oh, he's gone off again.
Yeah.
He cannot get that curb right. You guys know exactly what curb we are on about. There's that real harsh bump. If you don't absolutely nail it, it spits you up, chews you out, and chucks you into the gravel. As Campbell decides to abort and come into the pits.
It really calls you out if you're too aggressive on it. If you go too much on the apex, you're just going to be losing your back end, and you just lose so much time.
Yep, as I'm on board right now with the Mercedes driver of Tiggerbees. We got a yellow flag in sector 2. Not sure what happened. Oh, Tiggerbee!
Yeah, he just
hesitated.
He might have missed a shift.
I don't know, he looked like he hesitated on the entry onto that bump. He wasn't sure whether to take it or not. And that... Oh, B. Morgan, a 19.1. A fantastic lap there from the Red Bull driver.
Unbelievable. He's on three lap old medium tires. Oh no, hard tires. That's quite impressive. That's to say. I'm gonna take a look if there. I think I see from the stewards that someone has a qualifying ban, but let me just confirm if it's one of our people here.
So we have the Toro Rosso of Ben on a flying lap right now. Gonna stick on board with him as he is just starting his sector 2 right now. As he comes through turn 5, a little bit of a kink of turn 6 into 7 and 8, and then the uphill right under turn 9, and he's absolutely nailed it. DRS wide open. Breaks down. Gets the rotation in lovely. How much of the curb is he going to take? He's going to take quite a bit. Showing some good commitment there on that curb. And he doesn't lose the back end. He does have a little bit of a wobble on the exit though. As he is now coming through the final corner flat out. And it gets him into third place with a 19.6, a good time there. By the way guys, I do have the audio glitch, which is still a thing in this game. I don't know when they're gonna fix it or patch it out. They need to.
As I say, I checked into it. It will seem that no one here will have.
And Star just left.
Oh no. He had connection issues.
Starger has left the session, so hopefully he'll be able to get back in. Yeah, he's joined back. He's joined back. That's
Okay,
good for
good.
Starja, and Dan gets up into third. So the former Div 3 lads are doing well here for round number 6 at the Spanish Grand Prix.
Let's see. Let's see. Looks like Tegaby and Toxic will be the first ones to set a time on the medium compounds, and I'm actually on board here with Tegaby. He's on his outlap right now.
And I jumped on board with Toxic. It seems a little bit annoying when you can't get the audio.
Yeah, I actually, when we were practicing earlier, I actually had that issue while racing.
Yeah, it's not a good issue to have, but I am confident it will sort itself out as we go into the race.
Ooh, Campbell jumping up. He finally got himself a good pace. He jumps
Yep,
himself up. What is it? 3/10 of a second?
300s.
300s, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Ferrari versus Red Bull here today. Always an exciting prospect.
Looks about it. As I say, kind
did
of
you have?
compromise.
Did you
Ooh,
get
TB.
confirmation of?
Oh, a qualifying ban? No, it looks like we have no qualifying bans today.
Alright. Oh, and Toxic gets a little bit wide, a little bit of a back end loss as he comes to the line. DRS wide open, and it's going to put him on provisional
Oh,
pole. Oh, he is on the mediums though. Let's not forget.
yeah. And say this is what I mean, that we're going to be seeing the 118s here with the medium. So this is going to be quite interesting to see here.
I mean,
Let's
it's
see
going to be
what kind of
interesting
times
to
they're going to
see
have.
who's going to go for the soft.
By the looks of it, it looks like they're going to be having a 121 and 122 racing pace by the looks of it.
I mean, that is going to be very interesting, especially with the short lobby that we do have. As Tigger, I think he aborted the last lap, probably invalidated somewhere, so he is going for a second flyer. He saved his ERS and he is gunning for it now in hot lap mode.
Looks like everyone's in the pits now, so they're going to be Looks like a lot of them are going to be switching to the medium compounds, so they're going to be doing the last minute qualifying.
The commentary team for today, Nico, is myself, Iverbrid Mike, and Ghost Recon.
I say we replaced the other clones, so we're just going to be the new ones. Oh no! I just told him our secret.
I was gonna say, don't tell him I'm a clone. I am the $1 million man. They had the technology to rebuild me, make me stronger, make me more powerful.
Well, they do.
Tiggy coming through the final corner now. What's he gonna do? DRS wide open. He's still. I think he might have aborted again. He did. He aborted again.
Or it might have invalidated. But as I say, as I say, like, they do have the money, they do have the technology, but they just don't want to spend a lot of it.
Yep, and that's why I have a cheap pair of trainers.
As I say, Asahine, I think he's up in the time. He got through the last chicane, coming to the last corner. What time is he gonna come out with? With the 19.2. That's a pretty good time for his first run.
Yep, and he does have time to back off, have a cooldown lap, and possibly go for another one. Or if he wants to try and get pole position, he does have time to get back to the pits and maybe if he's quick enough, get back out on a set of softs if he really wants to go for pole position.
Precisely.
And
And
here
say
comes Campbell on his flying lap
RJW,
to start.
the only one who's not put a time in. He might. It's either he doesn't want to qualify, or he just feels really confident on his first and last time.
Well, I do believe that RJW will be somewhat close. I mean, he's got a fantastic opportunity right now to take what will be the lead of the championship if he gets a good enough result here. With Raikkonen not being here, I just want to quickly confirm that.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's Division 2 is it's very close when it comes to championship points.
Yep, and it's going to be. I think all the championships are pretty close right now.
As I say, we got Campbell on the straightaway. He's about to head into the second chicane. Comes out of that pretty well, because you really have to nail it on there. Now comes into the last chicane. Looks like pretty smooth exit to the last corner. DRS open. He's got provisional pole.
Yep, a fantastic time there from Campbell. Gets himself up on the provisional pole by 0.5 of a second.
Let's say at 18.3. That's a really impressive time.
So I'm just going to quickly confirm if RJW is able to get past. RJW needs to win this race to overtake Raikkonen in the standings.
Oh, right
And
when
B.
we're talking
Morgan.
about them, he hit the wall.
B. Morgan with provisional pole, a 17.9, a fantastic lap there from the Red Bull driver. As you were saying, yep, RJW.
Yeah, say he looks like he missed his braking zone. Heavy front wing damage. He's not gonna have enough time to do a time.
Nope, and that's going to be qualifying over for RJW. And that's going to be unfortunate. He's going to be starting from the back of the grid, but have no fear, RJW. I do think he has got the race pace to move forward in this race.
I feel like he just really needs to have that start, just that opening start to get somewhere. It looks like B. Morgan, he's going to be able to do another. Looks like he's going to be able to do another lap, but looks like he's just saving his ERS. So yeah, this is going to be his last lap coming up here.
Yep, and we got Caesar, who is about to start his final lap. So I think Caesar will be the last one to get a lap in, unless there's anyone behind him. There is a. Adventures has retired from the session. So
J. Cool able to. Oh, jumps up to P3. He's still able to do another lap though.
We got Campbell in the final sector.
Starja is stuck with a 119.9, and Dear Agony stuck with a 119.1, and B. Morgan still up there with a 17.9. Very impressive for provisional pole.
Campbell improves, but he's not improved enough.
It's not enough for pole. Ben jumps up to P4 up to Madison Outpace Toxic. Who else is going to be coming by? Looks like Tiggy.
Yep, Tiggy in the final.
He's going really slow.
Oh no, and Asahina.
Asahina just oof. A violent crash. Alright, so what we got left
Caesar.
is
Caesar and
J. Cool.
Caesar coming around the final corner right now. What's this going to be from the Williams driver?
Can he improve
He gets up
over?
in the third.
Yes, he does. That's P3.
And there goes J.
But
Cole
can J.
now to the
Cole,
line.
can he outpace him, though? Let's see what he does. DRS. And he's going to be
No.
jumping up to... No, yeah, he's P4 for J. Cole.
I think that was more to do with J. Cole's ERS. He had... For those that don't know how the ERS works, once you get less than around about 15% on your battery, you start to lose deployment power. And I looked at him halfway through the track and he didn't have it.
And there you have it. Our starting grid for the Spanish Grand Prix. On top, on pole, we have B. Morgan, then followed by Campbell, Caesar, J. Cool, Ben, Toxic, Bree is here, Dear Agony, Tigaby, Asahine, Dan, Adventures, Starja, RJW.
And that is a very small grid, but I mean, I'm not sure. Are we going to get people joining in the race?
I did not see anyone else join. So I think this is our grid here.
I mean, this is going to be a good opportunity for Dear Arkany to get his first points of the season.
Looks like a cloudy race today. Probably will have a chance for rain. I could be wrong. As I say, had anyone given us any information on if there will be rain or not?
If anyone from D2 is in the chat, you can let us know about rain or not. You can keep it a surprise for us.
Yeah, maybe they just don't want to tell us, just to keep it. Just have a look.
So this is a fantastic opportunity right now for the likes of Dear Arkany to get his first points of the season, and I know that's what he's going to be looking for, starting in P8.
I say, it looks like it's going to be a dry start. Looks like it's going to be a dry start. It's probably going to be changing here, maybe. But
And interesting, Dan is the only one that's gone for the hards. Dan is the only one on the hard compound tyre. As we got Anthony Bible in the chat saying it's raining. Oh, it is raining. It's actually raining on the formation lap.
Yeah, it is. So this is gonna. So we're gonna be seeing if the. We're gonna be seeing if the conditions are gonna change for worse or better. But like I said, for right now, we're gonna be having a dry start. So we may be seeing some intermediate tire changes here within the first couple of laps. So this is going to be quite interesting to watch.
This has just spiced things up very lovely. I mean, this track is so easy to lose your back end, even at the best of times. But in the rain, it's taking it to a whole new level.
And we're going to be seeing D2 how to handle him. Let's see if they can handle the rain on here, because this is, like I said, it's so easy to lose your back end. So this is going to be quite interesting to see how many people are going to be losing it. Say now we have our cars getting on the grid.
I hope Campbell can get a good performance today. He's had a few unfortunate races in recent times, but I hope he can get a good result here today to get his championship back on track. And then we got J. Cole as well, who could be looking for a big performance.
The conditions is really rough, but here we are now. We're about to get our five red lights here.
Five red lights.
4, 5.
Lights out, and we go.
And say B. Morgan looked like he had a really an amazing start on it.
A fantastic start, and Caesar's going to be pressuring Campbell.
J. Cole had a terrible start though on him.
As Toxic gets to the fourth.
It's a very good start from Toxic. It looks like looks like it
Oh, we
was
got
pretty
Red Bull off
clean
right,
for the
Dan.
first corner.
Dan's off track.
Oh yeah, Dan lost a lot of time. You need to be really careful when you go far wide out there. But yeah, Bay Morgan though, he had a great start. Caesar still managed to stick with
Agony, a
him.
little bit of contact there with Tiggerby as he sends it down the inside of Adventures. So I don't know.
Avengers. Oh, this is not your ideal place. We're trying to stick side by side, but they managed to get through that without spinning it. That was really, really close racing there. As I say, looks like Dan though. He is just struggling right now.
Dear Agony down the inside of Adventures, and it looks like he's got the job done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Dear Agony's really.
Tiggerby's gone wide.
Really
Starjers.
holding him off.
The side by side. Starjar backs out, and is that a little bit of contact there with RJW? No, it's not.
That was a little too close from the back three cars. But looks like that was a very clean first lap, though. Quite impressed. We got Toxic looking at the inside of Campbell, but he's a little too far back to make the move. He might make a move here when it comes to DRS.
He was close enough to make a move. I think he just backed out.
Say it looks like the pluses is Tiggerby looking in the inside of Adventures, but really couldn't make the move. But the question is though, how long would it be until they have to switch into the intermediates? Because looks like the conditions are not getting worse, or
no, they appear to be getting
better at all.
There appears to be less ring pulling onto the chassis of Bree's car, who's the car I'm on board with at the moment, but
as I say, you can see it better with
Tiggerby
look side by side with Adventures. Oh, they kept in a little contact, but it looks like Tiggerby is going to make the move on him. Very risky, but still managed to get it done though. As Bay Morgan now with the fastest lap, and now DRS is now enabled for the drivers.
And for Campbell's chances right now, he really does need to build that gap on Toxic.
Bree was side by side with J. Cool, but it looks like J. Cool braked later than he did, so he was able to defend his position. So really good. So that's pretty good for him. He's all you gotta do to hold off. And like I said, Dan, with the only driver with the hard compound tires, he might be regretting starting off on those, because he's just, like I say, he's just really struggling on these compound tires, on these conditions.
I mean, the one saving grace for Dan right now is the fact that the battles between Tiggerby, Dear Agony, Adventures and Starja are really keeping him right there on the back. RJW unable to find a way through at this moment in time, and that's really keeping Dan on the back of that little train.
Yeah, I say Dan really needs them to keep battling up. Looks like RJW is also starting to fall back, which is playing beautifully in the hands of Dan. That's going to keep him in DRS range, just to keep him into this. And looks like
one man who could be making a move right now. Bree, DRS wide open on J. Cole.
Oh, Bree, yes, he's gonna go right in the inside. Looks like he's gonna get the move done. Braked really late on there, but still managed to make it. Dan also made a place on RJW, but looks like they're gonna go side by side. Oh, this is gonna be really close there. Dan sticking to the inside.
He switched back.
Oh, but look at that, RJW, he's gonna be slipping the inside.
Fantastic stuff from me too.
Side by side, still
side by side.
Sticking the inside. Oh, this is some brilliant racing, and Dan looks like he will be ahead, but he loses his back end though, and RJW got caught up in it.
I don't think there was any damage there for RJW though, and Dan looks like he's let RJW through for it.
It looks like he has to let him through though.
I think that was a bit of sportsmanship there from Dan. Like, he lost a back end, and he's just like, yeah, mate.
That was some close racing. and we're
But
only on lap 4. See,
speaking
like
of some close
D2,
battles, we got J. Cole, who's going to be under some serious pressure from Ashahina, Dear Agony, Tiggerby. They're all pretty close to him.
B Morgan though, he is just sailing though. Caesar trying to do everything he can just to stick with him though. Yeah, Asahine in the back of J. Cole. He's gonna be looking at
DRS
the
wide
inside,
open.
but he's catching up though. Will he break later than him? Ooh,
Ooh.
there's no. Looks like there was no room to make him. Ooh, but
Oh, he
look,
loses the back
just
end. That's Dear Agony's chance. Is he able to capitalise? No, he's not, as we got Tiggerby going off circuit. Just drifting out too wide.
He kept a great job keeping control of that car though,
He
and
just
not
got
losing
a little bit too greedy on the curve at turn 2, and it almost caught him out.
It looks like Caesar has shortened his gap between B Morgan. Are we gonna be seeing a move here? This DRS zone is really, you don't really see much action in this DRS zone, so we might be seeing something in the next one.
Okay, now we understand why the gap is closing. B Morgan has only 21% battery to Caesar's 47, 48, 40, 50%, right? But Caesar loses the back end on the exit of the final of the chicane.
Yeah, that would cost him a little bit of time, but he does have more ERS to burn just to keep up with B Morgan. And B Morgan, he's just really burning it. Caesar is keeping a pretty good
Dear
job.
Agony and Tiggerby side by Cloudy Ashahina side by side into turn 1.
Asahine will hold that position though. That was some tricky move. Oh, but Dear Agony goes really wide. But luckily so did Tiggerby. But that also has led Adventures being right in the back of the Mercedes with the Renault. Is he gonna try to make a move? Yeah, he looked to the inside, but there was nothing he could do there.
The door is open.
Not your ideal passing zone, but still nonetheless a passing zone. As I say,
this circuit is so tricky to actually get in a position where you can overtake. Because if you get a bad run out of that chicane, you're not overtaking down into turn 1 unless you've got a lot lower front wing, rear wing, and more ERS to play with.
Precisely. I say Caesar, just doing everything he can just to catch up on B Morgan.
He's got a lot of ERS to burn right now compared to Ashahina.
Let's say, B Morgan looks like he's starting to work on preserving more of his ERS. So he might be able to hold him off for a few more laps, but only time will tell until Pitts comes in.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, B Morgan, he really does need some serious ERS saving right now. And probably the best place for him to do it is going to be Sector 3. A lot of braking zones now to save the ERS in 0 on the ERS. He should get roughly.
I feel like the person who needs to use more of his ERS right now is Campbell, because he's just sitting with a lot, and I think he might be waiting for them to battle it out before he starts using it.
You say that, but Ben's got 90% on his ERS. Dear Agony got 83% on his ERS. Starjo in 95. RJW
with 88.
Yeah. I don't know. I think these guys are using the strategy of the highest ERS mode they want to be in is medium, unless they got an opportunity to overtake on the straight.
As I say, this track is pretty good when it comes to ERS saving.
All over the back of B Morgan now. That gap is very, very close, and it could be a move on the DRS straight, that little short burst, if Caesar can get a good run out of the uphill, almost flat out right-hander. As here we go now.
It's
Is he going
kind
to
of
get a good
tricky
run?
because you got that dirty air right there on the chicane, but looks like it.
Nah.
Yeah, it looks like B Morgan will have a better exit than Caesar. Say the dirty air though is just really messes with you on like around sector 2.
Yep, and we do have a pretty much a very interesting situation going on right now because there is a DRS train from Bree in 6th all the way down to, well, all the way down to RJW.
Oh yeah, that's a.
As
Oh no,
Adventures
all the way
just dips
down
out.
to Tigby.
No, I mean
Oh, now
everyone
Adventures
else
has
is.
got back up.
Adventures is on that teetering edge. He was just under the second, then bounced up above it. So we'll see what happens. But J. Cole gets very close to the back of Bree. Shahina is dropping
Oh,
off slightly.
Sarja, he's backwards. It looks like he came in contact with Adventures. He tried to make a move on turn 1, but looks like they came in contact and he just got spun around. Unfortunate for the Racing Point.
Is heartbreaking there for Starja. But the good news is that he is not out of this race. He still has an opportunity to pick up some points. As it does look like the rain is starting to come down a little bit more now.
Yeah, as I say, we're gonna be. Yeah. Oh yeah. The rain is coming down even more. It's becoming way more noticeable, and you can actually hear it through the audio now, if you can still hear it.
I mean, I can hear the engine sounds now, but I can't hear the rain. But this is interesting because the mediums, they will go 12, 13, 14. You can maybe stretch them to 15 laps. The question is who is going to be the one to make that call. The goal for...
J. Cole, look at the outside of Bree, though. They're going to go side by side in turn 1. But Bree had to go really wide, and J. Cole gets the move done. Looks like he had to squeeze him a little bit to make the move.
Yep, there was a big squeeze there from the Ferrari driver as we got Diagony all over the back of Shahina and Tiggerby over the back of Diagony. So it is a Mercedes sandwich with a racing point fill-in. I almost said Force India.
I was literally thinking the same thing. I'm not even joking.
I was just about to say Force India, but I had to stop myself.
Alright, calm down, Crofty.
Oh, he can go for a move from here. I was on about Shahina on Bree.
Yeah,
that's a Crofty. That's the Crofty stuff. He can go for a move. He's 3 seconds back, Ben. He can go for a move on Toxic.
I said, oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Let's say
Caesar, he's closing up, just not enough. He's not getting a good enough with
Diagony. Turn with the ERS.
Diagony getting past Shahina on the run down to turn 1. Are we going to see any fight whatsoever?
He just rockets by him.
Oh no, Bree's gone.
Bree! Oh no! It did not look like he came in contact with the wall, so he looks like he got lucky there.
But Bree has gone around. I think these guys gonna have to. As Adventure's going around the outside.
Taking me. Yes, they taking me. Looks like he's gonna hold him off for right now. That was a really pretty good. That was really good defending from Tiggerby. That was quite impressed from that one.
I mean, I think this is the problem that people are facing right now. They know that while they still got the dry tires on, they need to take full advantage of wherever they can get. But I'm just seeing a bit too much usage of the curbs, which is really chucking them off. Starja and Bree
Caesar's
and Dan
still not be able to make a move. He's just not getting the best exits out of these turns. But
beating
looks like
someone.
Campbell, though, he has shortened that gap.
And Cloudy's in. Ashahina is in the pits.
Asahine.
I'll always call him
first,
Cloudy.
and also Bree goes in too.
Interesting. He's chucked on hards. He has absolutely bottled it. He's chucked on hards. It is raining.
Oh no.
Oh, and Bree's chucked on hards as well.
Oh no, I think they might have forgotten. I think they have forgotten to change it up for intermediates.
I mean, it's not quite Indus yet. In fact, the rain looks like it's slowing down a bit again.
As I say, it's quite a gamble at this point because I'm not sure if it's going to full-fledged rain or is it just going to stay dry.
Right, let's stay on board with Caesar as we go through the chicane just to see where the run, where he's, oh, B Morgan into the pits.
Looks like B Morgan, yeah, he's going to go to the pits though. As to say, where is he going to be falling under? I'm going to stick with him right now. Look, the pit crew has come out and looks like it's going to be hards for him.
This is interesting.
Also, we got the Ferrari J Cool. He's also fitting in hards, and so is Ben. So looks like hard compound tires is the way to go.
This is very, very interesting right now because it's raining. These mediums are gonna be screaming right now in agony. Dan is in the perfect opportunity right now because he could take those hards all the way to the Indus.
As I say, Caesar will be lucky if he manages to hold out for another lap or two to see if they're...
So it could be around the outside of Adventures on the uphill right under. Fantastic move there from Tiggerby to get past Adventures. And we didn't see it, but RJW managed to get past both of them. As we got...
RJW is just on the chart now.
Well, here's the thing. RJW started outside the top 10, so he does have a very fresh pair of medium tyres. They haven't done no laps whatsoever, so he could probably take these mediums just a little bit further.
I'd say Dan, he lost the back end to the exit of the last corner. It cost him a little bit of time, so he's not being able to make a move on Adventures quite yet.
RJW is in the pit, so maybe I know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow?
I know nothing. As Ashahina does get past RJW, so the weather is making this very interesting because Dan's going to be perfect position, I reckon. I reckon he'll be able to take those hards until the end does. He may let his teammate past. I don't particularly agree with that.
Conditions like these, it's a really huge gamble because you don't know if the conditions are going to get worse or the conditions are just as thick as it is.
Are into the pits.
I say, does not look like there's going to be an undercut because Dan is stick with Adventures and help him get DRS. And Campbell just now got out, and Caesar just got out, and looks like Dan is looking good, but B Morgan just now passed. Just got past Caesar now, and looks like that's even a bigger gap than what it was earlier.
Yep, the undercut working out perfectly there for B Morgan. As RJW does get past Adventures, so he maintains his position ahead of Adventures, but he is behind Ashahina and Dear Agony, two guys he's going to want to get past as quickly as possible. In fact, Adventures has yet to score any points in this championship, so this could be the day he gets his first points in the championship. Ben picks up a 3-second time penalty.
It's not his race today, isn't it?
Well, Ben's doing very well at the moment, up in 6th place. At this moment in time, he would only lose a spot to J. Cole. But as we saw in qualifying, J. Cole does have some good pace around here. He just got very unfortunate off the start, as my phone decides he wants to go off. What's this? Who's messaged me?
And Toxic just now got the fastest lap.
I just got a message. They said, have you had an accident at work lately? No. I haven't. I haven't got PPI either.
As I say, it looks like gaps have finally formed now, so we could actually not.
Well,
not
Campbell and Caesar. That's a battle I'm going to keep with Campbell and Caesar.
They say, yeah, this is a battle for a podium. He's gotta have a good exit when it comes to the last corner in order for him.
Yep, and that has been the one area where Caesar has been struggling so far this race.
Yeah, Caesar definitely has been struggling on exiting on turns.
And here we go. DRS wide open.
Campbell, he puts in an overtake.
He's gonna go to the outside.
Caesar going deep down to defend. Looks
switch
like
back. No, as Dear Agony.
Oh, that's Dear Agony!
Where was that? Oh, he's lost it when he exited the corner. Is that a sign that these conditions are getting worse?
I could never imagine you could bottle it there.
Joe, I just thought of something as well. This is also going to be interesting because with Dan staying out on those hards, he could be the lead Red Bull going into the pits. So B. Morgan could get held up by his teammate.
Exactly. So this is going to be quite interesting to see how this goes.
As we got Bullet Boy in the chat saying Dear Agony did what he did in his race. That is unfortunate. So this is going to be very interesting because the conditions, they're not really getting too much worse, but they are in a weird sort of way. Dan is hoping that this track will get too damp and he can chuck on the inters. He'll be the first Red Bull into the pits. B. Morgan will be held up, or he'll lose time by going for one extra lap compared to Caesar and Campbell, who will be able to pit right behind Dan. Yellow flag in sector line. RJW. RJW. RJW goes off for turn 1.
He had to take the exit route. I'm not sure what was going on there.
I'm guessing there was contact between him and RJW as they were side by side at some point. We got Tiggerby on the back of Adventures now. So it's a Mercedes sandwich with a Renault fill-in now.
That's a complete opposite of a Twinkie.
I mean, earlier we had the Mercedes sandwich with a Racing Point fill-in. Now we have the Renault fill-in.
Oh, it looks like B. Morgan has really caught up to Dan. So Dan, he really needs to pick up that pace. But at the same time, it's going to be quite difficult since he has way older tires than everyone else behind him.
Yeah, I think what Dan is hoping right now, he is hoping for the weather to get quite a bit worse. The sign will be when DRS is disabled.
So we really had to keep our eye on it. But who knows who knows what will come of it? Ooh, looks like B Morgan is just creeping in the back of Dan.
And Dan's
Dan looks like
through.
he's gonna let B Morgan through.
I mean,
I can understand.
I understand it. I don't agree with it.
Our Dear Agony said that him finishing a race will be a miracle at this point. We feel your pain, Dear Agony. We feel your pain.
As Dan is into the pits. Right, we gotta check now, see what tyres Dan is going on. Is it gonna be the Inders? Is it gonna be dries? It's the mediums.
This is good. Let's say we are two-thirds down of the race. Let's see. It looks like a lot of gaps have been shown up. This Dan is now right behind Asihine, but between both the Mercedes, so this is gonna be quite interesting.
I don't know. When did take a big gap past?
Oh, Asihine just loses it in turn 2. And he's got big front wing damage.
I was just about to say, when did Tiggerby get past Asahine?
Oh no!
Oh, but now he has retired. Right, so every single person right now can score points as long as they make it to the end of this race.
I really hope I didn't see him just purposely crashing himself.
I mean, it's throwing your toys out of the pram, and then it's throwing your toys out of the pram, you know?
Yeah. But I'm just hoping that that wasn't the situation.
Right, so Dan on those very fresh medium tyres has caught up dramatically now to Tiggerby and Adventure, so he should have the pace to get past both of them. But the question is, when is this track going to get too damp for dry tyres? As this appears to be the closest battle we have on track. I know Bree and Starja are battling as well. I know Bree and
Dan and Tiggerby is the closest battle we have right now.
Yeah, and Adventure's mine. Tiggerby's not too far from him. Right, so I'm going to go in TV pod mode on with Dan just to see the whole picture.
Let's just say, oh, looks like Dan. Is he going to be making a move on Tiggerby here on the straightaway? Looks like they both had a really good exit. But Tiggerby is going to be still.
He's closing in on Tiggerby.
Slipstream with the DRS. He's going to go inside to defend it. Looks like there's no way to complete it. As I say, I think since we have all this gap, I want to. How do you feel with the new slim rear wings that they're having to the Belgium race that they're having?
Pardon?
I don't know if you've noticed in the qualifying,
I
But
haven't watched
Red
qualifying
Bull
yet.
and Red Bull and the other drivers have turn with a thinner rear wing. So I wasn't sure if you saw that or not.
Nah, I haven't watched qualifying yet. As you goes down around
Oh,
the outside into the hairpin.
as they took me sticky with it, but dang makes the move done. Good on
Fantastic
him.
move there from Dan around the outside. Not an easy place, or not an easy thing to do.
He does have that advantage with the medium compounds, and they are fresher. They are fresher as well. As I say
And
now,
now
10 laps to
Dan
go.
needs to get past Adventures ASAP, and it looks like he is going to do so.
Oh, he's
Around the outside.
gaining, go to the outside. Still side by side, but it looks like Dan's going to lead Brader. Is going to break later, and gets the move done. Very good. 2 positions within the lap.
Right, now this is going to be interesting. Can Dan catch the legs of J. Cole, Bree? Sorry, not Bree. J. Cole and Ben. I don't think he'll have enough pace to catch Toxic. I think Toxic's just a little bit too far out of reach, but Ben is probably the best that Dan can get.
I don't know what happened with Campbell's pacing, but he's just keep losing time and time.
So Tiggerby all over the back of Adventures right now. This is the battle for 8th place here.
Let's see. Oh, Adventures loses his back end. That's
Yep,
gonna
and
get
it's
Tiggerby.
Easy for Tiggerby now.
Quite an easy move for him.
Probably
So
one of the
that's
easiest
Sturgeon.
overtakes that Tiggerby will have this season. And I'm guessing Raikon right now is probably going to be watching the stream back, or if he's in the stream right now, he's got to be absolutely loving it, because RJW, his closest rival, is all the way down in 10th place.
Exactly. This is great for him.
I've got to check as well, because B Morgan won last time out with fastest lap as well. B Morgan does actually have an opportunity right now to jump up to second in the championship. I mean, he's not going to, because Caesar's in second place, but B Morgan does have a chance to jump up all the way to the sharp end of this championship. I mean, after China, he had a combined total of 5 points. And if he is able to convert this race, he could very well be in this championship fight. As we got Mark in the chat. Shout out to Mark. Mark, it's raining. It's been raining since the start of this race. But it is nowhere near intermediates apparently.
We might not be able to get an intermediate change. I believe that conditions are going to stick the way they are, so I think dry tires is the best solution.
I mean, it's... There's going to be a moment where the track is going to blow up. I do feel that that is still going to happen. I mean, you can't have rain dropping down like this without it affecting people very soon. As we got Dan really closing up now on J. Cole. As Mark says, mad, he's glad he missed this one. Well, here's the thing. RJW right now, all the way down in 10th. B. Morgan looking to get a back-to-back win, but Caesar is now in DRS. We have a fight for the win that is now on. So Caesar in DRS, Campbell in third. We got Dan and J. Cole that will be in a bit of a battle very soon for 6th place. So with DRS open for Caesar, how close is he going to get to the Red Bull of B. Morgan? He's going to close up by about 2 tenths. What is the ERS situation like, as B. Morgan does not have the ERS? Who has fastest lap? It is Dan currently on the fastest lap, as I pressed the wrong button and went to the wrong person. I won't be streaming that tonight, Cadwell. I would probably be commentating after it, but you know, just to say, you know, it's a bit rude. It's a bit rude to come into another league race and talk about another league race. You know, it's just a bit rude. As Caesar once again is closing in with DRS. He's not going to be close enough though. I think we'll have the same situation as what we had earlier in the race, as we got RJW now all over the back of Adventures. Good exit there from RJW, and it does look like he might have an opportunity to get past the Renault. No, unable to get past him. We got Dan now within that 1 second gap to J. Cole, so we got 3 battles going on. And in fact, Adventures is in DRS of Tiggerby as well, so we've got a 3-way scrap for 8th. We got the battle for 6th between Dan and J. Cole, and we still got the battle for the win between Caesar and B. Morgan.
Let's say coming a little close here towards the end here. Let's say
Yep,
RJW.
Dan to spice up. Oh, it looked like Caesar got very close to the back of B. Morgan there.
They say very close for the win here as we start lap 29, 5 laps to go here.
Caesar's close.
Caesar's
close.
getting really hard. He's going to look at the inside of B. Morgan. They're going to go side by side in turn 1. B. Morgan still managed to hold out of the...
Oh, contact made! Contact made!
Caesar's got sideways! Unbelievable!
And Campbell's in. Campbell's in now. We got a 3-way scrap for this win.
They've just gone too aggressive towards each other and compromised each other to aim for Campbell.
As Mark says, you're too quiet. Go. And RJW gets past Adventures into turn 1. So, I mean, look at this battle right now between Dan and J. Cole for 7th place. Is this going to be a move around the outside? Dan having a little luck. He's going to hang it around the outside. But J. Cole maintains position for the time being.
He wants me to do what a move!
What a
Except
move!
less Aussie. Except not sound like an Australian when I do it. As I say, we got Dan. He's right behind J. Cole. He's going to look at the outside. Dan. Oh, he's still side by side with J. Cole. Looks like he's coming in contact a little bit. Dan is still holding the medium. What a move from Dan!
And there you go, Mark. That one was for you. But here we go back to the sharp end as we got the battle for the win between B. Morgan, Caesar, and Campbell.
See, Caesar, he's really got to start making a move here. He only has so much top laps. But as I say,
I mean, 2 laps ago, Campbell was probably thinking, yeah, I got third lockdown. You know, I'm feeling quite happy, but now
and then both of them make a mistake, and now he's just right in DRS range. Like, he could not have asked for a better opportunity. Well, I mean, he could have asked for them to wreck, but that's not the case.
Like, Campbell really does have to stick on the back. And this is a great camera angle, by the way.
Yeah, so it looks like they're all kind of equal with ERS deployment. So this is kind of being fair. I'm surprised we've only had 2 casualties as of so far, but looks like Caesar had a really bad exit.
This could be an opportunity right now for Campbell. Is he gonna have the speed?
He's right in overtake, but Caesar's in high.
He's having a look. He's having a little look. Thinks better of it.
Yeah, it's he's too far back to make a move. As I say, I want to see if Adventures is going to be able to make a move on RJW, but oof, that's a bad exit. Well, let's say 3 laps remaining now.
3 laps remaining, Caesar. 3 guys on the podium, but we don't know which order they're going to be in.
Yeah, oh my lord, Campbell, right? He was just all over the back of Caesar's gearbox. B. Morgan is going to be pushing every fiber of that car, just to try to make it.
Now, just to let you know, Caesar does have the advantage in ERS right now. By about 20%, we've got yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh, that was Toxic!
Oh no, Toxic! The man in 4th has absolutely...
He lost it towards the entrance of the straightaway, and look, he loses 3 positions.
Unbelievable. So that promotes Dan into 5th place, but still, he does have an opportunity to catch.
Oh, Caesar with a bad exit again.
And here comes Campbell.
Campbell, he's right in the back of him. Caesar goes really defensive on the inside. Campbell almost came in contact there a little bit, but now we have 2 laps remaining, and B. Morgan is just pulling away.
He's building that gap because these two are fighting.
Caesar lost his back end. Oh, Caesar lost his back end a little bit, and that allowed Campbell to just be right behind. He thought he could make a move, but there was just no room.
Yep, unlucky for Toxic. He has done fantastic this race. You know, he's got nothing to be ashamed of. I can't believe the way that this says. Oh,
Campbell. He just caught up on that curve.
He got caught up on that curve, and as I was saying, I mean, with these conditions, these guys have done fantastic. You know, minimum. Absolutely minimum incidents, to be fair.
Yeah, fantastic for all the drivers who managed to stick with it. And now here we are to the final corner. We're gonna start here on our final lap. Looks like both Caesar and Campbell had a terrible exit. They're gonna lose some time.
B. Morgan seems to have that chicane and final corner absolutely nailed compared to Caesar and Campbell.
Precisely. Let's say Caesar, he is just he has the closest gap, like, compared to Campbell. But would that be enough? Would that be enough though? He's gonna have to start really pushing it. B. Morgan, he really doesn't have any ERS left.
Nope, and neither does Campbell. Caesar is the only one who has a little bit of ERS.
is a when he tried to make a move here in the straightaway. There's
If
still
he's gonna, oh, he loses the back end slightly on the exit.
oh, but B Morgan he has to go on zero on his ERS deployment just to keep some power.
But that's
but
not
that's
bad by
all
you.
right though.
That's not bad by you. He can go zero. There's not an overtaking move that can be made right here.
Yeah, I say here he comes to the final chicane into the final corner. He had a really great exit from that, and looks like B Morgan will win the Spanish Grand Prix.
Caesar
Right
in
behind him
second.
is Caesar and Campbell in third.
And
what,
I think
close
Dan,
podium.
I think Dan will get fourth by you, because if I remember correctly, Ben does have a 3-second time pen. So J. Cole could actually still get fifth. So we'll just wait and see. Yep, 3-second time pen.
Yeah,
And there
Dan
goes J.
gets
Cole.
promoted up. Oh no, Ben is just all the way down to 6th.
And RJW gets up at the 7th. Toxic had a penalty, so Toxic dropped down even more. Unbelievable stuff.
It's a crazy finish.
A crazy race. Raining throughout the entire Grand Prix, but no intermediates whatsoever. Unbelievable. But there is your race winner, B Morgan, back to back. He did it last week in Baku, he's done it here in Spain. And ironically enough, Caesar back to back second places as well. So it's a bit like Hamilton with Perez. No, whenever Perez is on the podium, Hamilton wins.
Exactly.
So we'll take you through the results. So we got B Morgan winning the Spanish Grand Prix with Caesar in second, Campbell in third. That's going to be a good result there for Campbell. Really get his confidence back. Dan in fourth. A great day for the Red Bull team. J. Cole fifth. Ben crosses the line in fourth, but with that penalty drops down into sixth. RJW gets up into seventh. We got Toxic in eighth. An unfortunate incident for him, as Adventures in ninth. Tiggerby in 10th. Bree in 11th, and Staja will get 1 point for being in 12th. Fastest lap will go to Dan. So a great result there for Dan. And our two non-finishers, Ashahina and Dear Agony. Well, guys, that has been round number 6 for the Liga Europe Division 2 Grand Prix.
And it's been Mike and I, and we will see you next week in Mazda.
Yep. We'll see you next week for the Italian Grand Prix in Monza. So until then, guys, have a great one.